built in a similar fashion. They have a lid with a gasket and typically a clear top so you can see what's going on the inside. You've got a basket with a hole in it, which should line up with the front pipe coming into the pump, and it normally recesses down onto the inside a little bit. Pumps themselves are designed to be run while fully full of water, so you always want to make sure, it's called priming the pump. You always have to have water in it before you turn it on because that's what helps the motor and everything get running. In the case of a swimming pool system which is either higher or lower than the pool, we did talk in a previous segment about how you should close the valve. If you're having particular trouble priming your system, then there's a few things you should do. The first thing is make sure that there's enough water in the lines. So fill up the pump basket itself. Also put the garden hose in there so that you get some of the water back into your plumbing lines. That's one thing. Another thing that you should do is check the plugs in the pump itself, because even if you have the slightest air leak, it'll make priming your pump that much more challenging. Make sure that your lid is going on tight. Sometimes you can put some type of lubricant sold specifically for swimming pool systems onto the gasket, so that helps to prevent any of the air leaks. And then if it's anything other than that, depending on what's going on with the system, there might be some ways to kind of troubleshoot and figure out what that is, but again, you'll want to refer to your pool professional to make sure that you know what that is. So when you have your water in your pump basket and you're ready to turn your system back on, make sure that you put your lid back on securely. Typically, hand tightened is good. Again, depending on your system, you'll learn what that is. And if you have closed any of your valves for the maintenance portion, then you'll want to make sure that you open it back up before you turn the system back on. Once you turn the system on, which I'll demonstrate here in just a minute, you'll see the process that the pump goes through in order to prime. You'll hear it make some noise, and then it will gradually start to push some water through the pump. Eventually, when it picks up to full prime, you should not see any air bubbles in the top of your pump if it's functioning properly. So those bubbles typically work themselves out, and sometimes people will look at the pump and say it doesn't even look like there's anything in it. When it's working properly, you hardly can tell that there is water in there, but you'll know that it's working because of the water flow through your system. So I'm going to go ahead and open the valve, turn the system on, and we'll watch the pump prime. Pump priming. Just get like way down in there. Is making some noise. We've got some water flowing into the pump, but it's not at full prime yet. So as it begins to pick up its capacity, we'll see the stream of water get stronger. And now the pump is fully coming to a prime, and it's going to work those air bubbles out in just a minute. And when the system is fully primed, those air bubbles will be gone, and you'll just see either debris bouncing around in there, or if you cleaned it out, you won't actually see anything. And that will be a pump working at full capacity.